Yes, I know everybody's doing a destroyer video these days. This is the anniversary month of it. What do you mean, what do I mean? It means I need to get one out now. I want to do one too. Yes, I am. No, there's nothing you can do about it. No, I don't want to hear about your bowel movement. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends again. Well, hi, friends. Welcome to Life of Brian. My name is Brian. And this is my life. Welcome, all of you. This evening, as you just overheard in that discussion, Destroyer is sort of the theme for tonight, not intentionally, but here we are. So, I did get my 50th anniversary. I just did the premium vinyl, not the picture disc, because for whatever dumb reason, if you got the picture disc version of this, the logo was the standard logo, standard color, as I'm looking over my shoulder, the orange and yellow logo. Well, obviously, this is the 50th anniversary, and I love the gold. And I love that they didn't just default to gold vinyl like they did with the self-titled, their first album and Hotter Than Hell. I love the crap out of the, how do they word this? Metallic gold and purple fire vinyl. I'd take it out of there, but y'all have probably seen it by now. But anyway, I got mine, and I no sooner opened the thing. Sorry for that vibration there. I no sooner opened mine, but I got my the poster that it came with is the motorcycle shot, and I'm trying to. I don't know why I turned that light on. I'm regretting it now, but anyway, it's the motorcycle shot, but it's a foil poster, and it gave me another chance to use some of the orange paper that I used on my solo album ad thingy bob that I did in the last video. So yeah, I got that in. Oh, I don't know, a couple days ago, and yeah. What else is there? Oh yeah, our good body. Did not mean that. Good buddy, Fido over it. Hey man, nice Kiss shirt. Well, I answered a trivia question that he asked on one of his videos recently, and I answered it on his him and his buddy Powie, their comment section. I answered, and they said they had a prize. Well, I had no idea what it was. Well, I came home to this bad boy on my porch yesterday, and it's a decent sized live shot of Eric. Here, let me set this down. It may be better. Oh, I thought that was cool as heck. And Fido, Powie, both of y'all, I love the channel, love the videos, and I love the hell out of this poster. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do with this. I know at some point it'll be up on the wall, but I got to do something cool with it too. So yeah, I got the Destroyer anniversary album. I also have something else that just came in. This is from eBay. Well, before I do that, as you can see, as I did in my last video, my little turnaround, about all of my wall space is covered. And for whatever freaking reason, I continue to look and purchase posters. Because, of course, I guess if nothing else, I can do like I did not too long ago and rotate some in and out, which will probably be the theme, moving forward. So the other destroyer related merch that I got is this bad boy. I I saw it come up on eBay, as most of the, because I think I have a saved search on there for 70. Well, I don't know if I even have a year. Kiss Boutwell posters, and you get the little icon thing when there's new posts or whatever, new listings. So I always look, and very rarely I'll have more in my watch list than I'll make an offer for or even put a bid on. Uh, all that being said, this one, for whatever reason, was decent price, and I even made an offer, and the guy took it. And man, I might be sounding pretty lackadaisical about it right now, but I know at the time when I got the notification that the offer was accepted and my purchase went through, I was over the moon about it, and to the point now to where I get so excited when I win something like this, when the payments sent, when I see the payment leave my bank account, I know it's mine, because at that point it's just a waiting game on it to get here, and it could be anywhere from a handful of days to a couple weeks for it to get here. And in that time, it doesn't mean that the excitement fades, but because still have the excitement of opening the package and holding that thing in your hand, and you know spreading it out on your bed and figuring out where you're going to hang the freaking thing. For some reason, though, lately it's almost kind of like, I don't want to say I'm getting jaded by it, or not jaded, that's not the right word. Numb. I'm not getting numb to it, because I don't know that that's ever a thing. And if that becomes a thing, then I need to quit collecting, because the whole meaning behind this is just the nostalgia of it, the excitement, the instant uh, teleportation back to our youth, whatever age that is. Each one of us might have a different age we get transported to. For me, I go back to the ages of 5, 6, 7, when I was early on in Kiss, and I was spinning my Dynasty record. Not this one in particular, obviously. I didn't have a Japanese pressing at the age of 5, but that's the first album that I got as a kid. I got that and Paul Stanley's solo album, and those were the two records that I spun over and over and over and over. And both of them had merch forms, and both of them had posters, and man, did I oogle over that stuff. So that's where I go. I had no idea at the time what the hell Destroyer was. I don't even think I heard a song off of this album until I was older. Probably, I say older, probably 10 or 11. And even that it was shouted out loud, which I loved. First time I heard it, I loved it. I still love it today, though I will skip it eventually if it's on my Apple Music. But for whatever reason, if I hear it on Sirius XM, I'll listen to it, because I guess the whole thing of you don't hear those on the radio that much anymore. At least I don't. Anyway, so it may not seem like. Let me move this. Maybe this will help a little more. You know what? Let me just hold it again. It may not seem like I'm as excited as I should be to have a freaking Destroyer original poster. I really am. It's just a matter of, I had the initial excitement of the payment going through and then waiting to get it here in my hands. And it's, oh man, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it now. Well, there's one other thing that I got, and this one, well, here, well, I can't do this now. I kind of made my own bed. Hold on. So, this thing was kind of a fluke. I guess you could say every purchase is kind of a fluke because there's always the chance that whether you make an offer they don't accept it or you get outbid or whatever. There's circumstances where it doesn't always work in our favor. So this one I'm probably the most excited about, and it was weird the way it all worked. So I'm going to show it. I'm not going to say anything because I got to put the mic down. Yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere. So what's funny is today is Tuesday, March 31st. Rewind back to this past Friday, March whatever, 27th question mark? Yeah, we'll go with the 27th. So I see this come up because I also have a saved search for Kiss Pacifica buckles. I have one for regular Pacifica because I'd like to look at other ones besides Kiss, but I have a specific Kiss one too. So I got on there and this was on there, and I've seen other ones, but this one was on there at a price that at first, it's funny now, the longer you do this and the more you look at certain things or look for certain things that you know are of a specific price range, you know that if something, or you get at least have an idea that if something gets posted that's on your list that's normally high priced and you see a low price on eBay, probably means they have a reserve or they don't have a make offer option because they want the bidding to go up because they're looking for a specific price. Well, this thing was for what it is. And those of you that may not know, it's rock and roll over belt buckle from Pacifica. Mine is a night. Well, did I even see? Yeah, 1977. That's what I thought. That's, you could probably start at $300 on that thing. 350 easily. Well, this one had a much, much lower price listing, which sparked my interest and went on the watch list, of course. And again, this was Friday. Well, those of you, sorry, let me try to stop moving here. Good grief. Those of you that are watching this that may also watch Rick with It's All for You Demon, you saw his video this past Friday because he uploads a video every Friday night. Well, tries to anyway. He's getting there again. That buckle was featured in his video as he's also slowly unveiling his newly renovated Wax Night Basement 2.0. He featured that buckle in his latest video. And so I'm watching his video Friday night, having this buckle in my watch list. Even messaged him. I don't know if it was before or after I watched his video. Maybe it was before because he always does an Instagram post, which kind of lets you in on what is going to be on that night's video. And he had a picture of it. and I made some sort of comment about how I was watching one and had my fingers crossed that, you know, the pricing would stay reasonable for me. Well, it may have even been that same night, either while I was watching his video or right after it ended. I made an offer. And before I went to bed Friday night, I got the confirmation email that it went through. He accepted my offer. And yeah, you name it, I did it. The shitting of the pants, hyperventilating. I'm exaggerating, of course, but that's about the extent of what was going through my head of trying to wrap my brain around the fact that I just purchased. I don't know. I used the word numb earlier, and I think that might be what I am because I still really can't. Why do I keep walking back and forth? It's like I'm on the phone. You ever do that when you're talking on the phone? You just end up pacing. Anyway, sorry, squirrel. So yeah, I just really can't. I'm having a hard time comprehending the fact that not only do I own this very, very clean destroyer poster, which I'm going to do an Instagram post for those of you that follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is the same as the name of this channel. It's the Life of Brian YT. I'm Whenever I finish this video, I'm going to upload some close-ups that I took of this poster. This is, for being an original, this is as clean as you can get. It's not folded. There's no wrinkle. There's not a wrinkle in it at all. Anyway, that's as cool as that is in itself. To also have this freaking rock and roll over belt buckle, and they were both on my porch yesterday when I got home from work. And of course I knew what they were. The poster was in a tube, the buckle was in a little padded, bubble envelope. I knew what they were, and oh my goodness. I didn't do a video last night. One, because I kind of wasn't feeling it, and I wanted to see if maybe this might be just a maybe this is just a post. Maybe it's not video worthy, but I let it simmer and thought about it today and was like, no, I need to do a video. So here we are. Here we are, me showing off my newest acquisitions from eBay. And I really, at this point, I don't even know where I could go from here because I said not too long ago, I don't know if it was last video or the one before it. It's like I've gone from 0 to 100 in the last year and a half of my collecting. Gone from 0 buckles to now having 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Not all Kiss, but having a Gene Simmons solo album buckle, and now this rock and roll over belt buckle that, good grief, man. I'm thankful. I'm very thankful. And again, I try to remember to say this in every video where I show things that I get. It's not meant to be a brag at all. This is not a show off. This is a show and tell because I'm proud of what I find. I'm proud of what I have. I'm proud to be a Kiss fan, a Kiss collector, and I want to share it with everybody. So that's the point of these videos. It's in by no means to rub it in somebody's face that doesn't have these or can't find these or whatever the case may be. That's not why I do this. I do this because I'm so freaking excited that I want to show all my friends, and that's what you guys are. You're my friends, and I just want to share. I want you to share in this joy with me because I get freaking excited about this stuff. Even, just making something like that, putting stuff in a frame and hanging it on the wall. That's exciting to me, and I want to share it. I want to, tell everybody about it. Well, all the people that'll care anyway, and that's you guys, because without you, this wouldn't even be possible anyway. There'd be no point to do it. So, yeah, I get these things and it's I got to tell my people, that's kind of one of the first thoughts is, man, I got to show everybody. And here we are. So that's really all I have for tonight. Just showing these things. And like I was started down the thought a little bit ago of, I don't really know where I'm going to go from here. Obviously, there's still other things. There's gaping holes in my collection of a lot of things. And I've really narrowed down my rabbit holes. I've said it a few times where I know I'm going to, if I see something Phantom of the Park, it's at least going to be on my radar. Same with, solo album art, pretty much anything of it within reason. Dynasty, there's, I'm not going to go as gung ho on all of the things like I seem to have done over the last year or so, but all that being said is, these videos like this are probably going to start to become a little fewer and far between, which is fine. I'm okay with that because the, I want the things to mean something. The things that I purchase, I don't want to just buy something to do a video for. And I haven't done that. I've never done that. And I don't ever want to do that. I don't want my collecting to turn into that, if that makes any sense. I want to buy what I want to have, what I want to own, what I want to showcase. By showcase, I mean in my apartment, or just to have. And if I do a video about it, great. If I don't, that's also great. So I really think that I probably won't do as many show and tell videos just because I'm starting to become a lot more picky with what I get. And by that, I mean, I'm not going to jump on the first thing I see, mainly because of where I'm at. I'm in a studio apartment with very little space. Wall space is pretty much taken up. Uh, I have little to no storage space. So I'm to the point to where, and I don't want to rent a storage unit for anything. So I'm to the point where I have to be picky and choosy now, which is fine. It's, I'm completely okay with it. I'm not saying that as a poor me thing, but just sharing with y'all as we do, as at least as I do on every video, it seems. Maybe overshare, but yeah, I was proud of this, wanted to show you guys, and I want to know if you guys have gotten anything. If you've gotten a target, if you've crossed something off of one of your lists. Let's talk about that. Let's share in this because this is a community. I use that term and I don't use it lightly. This is a this is a KISS collector community, and I'm so humbled and blessed to be a part of it, and I'm really enjoying meeting more people continuously. It seems like, for me anyway, early on in this, like a year and a half or so ago, that it seemed like it was a small circle of people. Oh, good grief. No, this circle is so huge and I'm loving it. Seems like I'm meeting, and by meeting, I mean, obviously online, meeting and talking to people from all over the world about this freaking band. How awesome is that? How awesome is that, man? That we go from loving this band for however long we've loved it, some cases all our lives, some cases it's fairly recent. But we all have this common thread between all of us, this common bond that we can talk about ad nauseum. So yeah, let's talk about things in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Tell me about what you have or what you're looking for. maybe I can help you look. That's the other part of it too. It's like, hey, I know so and so is looking for this. That's what it's all about, man. It's what it's all freaking about. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of my life, my channel, and taking the time to watch these videos with this middle-aged dude, probably more than middle-aged now, rambling on about whatever and oversharing. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it and how much it means to me. If you like the video, like it. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to. Really, I mean, I don't want to say it doesn't matter to me, but that's not why I'm here. I'm just posting videos to post them. You can subscribe if you want to. I want to try to start doing a video every week, but it may be every week and a half to 2 weeks. But I will do some sort of video fairly regularly now because I think even if it's just a not showing anything off, but it's just a discussion, I think I'd like to do that just to keep the ball rolling. But yeah, like, subscribe, do all the fun things that you know people like to do on these YouTube videos. And today is Tuesday night. We're getting there. We're 40% through the week. Got Easter weekend coming up. I have family coming in town, so I'm kind of getting excited for that. And yeah, hope y'all have a good rest of the week. Hope you get a awesome night's sleep tonight. Just cause, why not? That never hurts, right? And until next time, happy hunting, y'all, and remember to have fun.